6.
Hello, everybody. I just want you to know that normally we film 3 sessions a Saturday that we meet. I have had ample time through cancellations to be able to write more than normal, so I had pre-planned a bunch of things. I thought that I knew my players and their intentions well enough to be able to write how they would react to certain situations. And as we have found out today, I do not know my players well enough to know how they would have their characters react to certain situations. I have based Arc, Outer Rifts, off of Halo. These Spartans, whenever they found out that they were abducted as children, torn apart and remade, had been in the game for long enough to say, hey, we're still here for a greater purpose. Some of them had run away and found out that their clones that they were replaced with had died, and they were like, well, I guess my purpose is going to be protect humanity. Apparently that's not what knights do. So I had written 6 sessions. We got through one. Everything went belly up and sideways. I did the second one without any notes because my notes were just gone from how they reacted. And now I have to rewrite 4 sessions worth to figure out how to get them into the situations they're supposed to be in, because nobody's going to invite them to those situations now because of how they've been acting and what they did to a psychiatrist. But yeah, you let me know how the DM goes for you all in your homebrew campaigns whenever you pre-pan long term. So thanks for hearing a rant by Patrick from the Wayward Inquisition. Goodbye and good night.
As long as we can hear Patrick.
We're all back.
Good.
We are here for another session of Arc Outer Rifts.
I really need to harmonize with you all and do like a higher pitched version. do like exactly. I'm sure you are. Yeah, exactly like that.
Gosh, we love SpongeBob to a healthily unhealthy degree.
Well, 2 of you do.
2 of us
Yes.
do.
No, when we say we, it's not the royal we.
Yeah.
It's the royal we.
Is that the royal we? Which makes it even better for us because Patrick.
We get to make so many quotes about it. It's so great. I'm just saying you should give it a shot. Nick tried it. He loves it. He understands exactly why we love it. It's pretty great. But anyway, we're not here for beep boop bop.
We are here to shoot some aliens, to rip our own horns off, maybe even some tail mutilation. Who knows?
Maybe we'll ethnically cleanse the humans this time.
Oh.
Because as we learned last time...
Yeah, last time was emotionally brutal.
Yeah.
Because, our knights got to learn their true origins. Their origins of being only half human and half some ancient alien species that humanity found on the moon of a colony.
Half god. We're
Test
demigods.
tube baby.
Yep.
We're demigods.
They were made in vats and had no actual mother or father. They were just, all right, this one's viable enough to take out of the water containment.
IVF, really.
Yep. Mm-hmm. They found out that they are Knights 2.0 because the first ones had no inhibitor drugs to keep their intelligence in check, and they figured out, hey, we're better than humans. Let's just start killing them and be the sole
Let's be in
things.
charge.
Yeah.
And that they were, for lack of a better word, cleansed.
Ouch. Yeah.
And then Knights 2.0, you all came around with inhibitors to prevent such a thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
And
We
you
had
all
compliance drugs slipped into our
Trial and
food.
error, that's
Yep.
science for you.
Yep. And you all learned that the government of the United Sphere was like, hey, these guys are really dope. Whenever they're done, fighting our battles, we'd like to, have everybody become them because that seems like a logical evolutionary step for our species.
Which
So whenever they're done, just bring them back here and let them breed like crazy.
isn't how evolution works at all. But sure, evolution is natural.
Well, that's how they talked about it in Halo with the Spartans, is that they were the next
Yeah.
evolutionary step, even though they were chopped apart and put back together.
Yeah, engineered.
That doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't. But sure, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Anyway,
And you all did not take that very well
no,
No.
at all.
neither one of us did.
You learned that, yes, there has been compliancy drugs slipped into all of your food, and that you were told that's no longer going to happen. And the Lord Admiral told you to start learning how to think for yourself.
Yep.
Because all that stuff that kept you compliant is going to be gone, and you are going to be having thoughts for yourself.
Ooh, intrusive thoughts.
And yeah. Meanwhile, Faraday's dealt with that his whole life. Now Ripley really has to understand what that's like.
Yep. And you all were told that as far as the hierarchy command, you all are only below the Lord Admiral. So you can tell everybody what to do except the Lord Admiral. He's the only one with more authority than you all now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good of a situation that is after, how you all reacted, but that's what they had agreed to with Dawn, so that's what they agreed to with you all.
Yeah.
You all came back to your all's area that's just for the nights.
Yep.
And all of the people that work with you on a daily basis is like, hey,
We're so
if you want to try to
excited.
be their friends or anything, like, we're not having that barrier anymore, like, give it your shot. So everybody was kind of excited, and you all were debating on whether or not to kill them.
Mhm.
You all go into your all's room, and, they've put in a kitchenette for you and a nice...
It was nice.
Yeah, like really nice tomahawk steaks in the fridge
Yeah.
and beer and everything.
It was a sorry
And
excuse for
Faraday
an
destroyed it
apology.
all.
Uh-huh.
Where Don had put a message behind it, been like, yeah, expected that after, because I went through this a week ago, and yeah,
He has had a week to process.
So he's
no-
had time.
No wonder he's doing
Yeah.
a little bit better than we are.
Yeah, he's had time to. Y'all don't know. That might be the fourth iteration of your room because the one pilot said, yeah, they just restocked everything for you.
Yep.
He may have gone through and trashed the whole place, including your capes.
Yep.
Which he definitely did. He destroyed all of your areas.
Understandably.
Ooh.
I,
And then
yeah.
thought about it and, stopped taking the compliancy drugs, had his own thoughts, and was like, you know what? Maybe it is worth it to one day just, be the sire of the new humanity.
Maybe.
Maybe. But then we ended it with Ripley breaking her own horns off her head
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and looking at Faraday as Faraday is gently cleaning the blood off of her. And what did you say?
Tell me what to do.
And that's where we open it up. And as Faraday goes to open their mouth, the repairman goes, if I may.
You may not.
Well, that sucks. Because I'm going to.
This guy has a death wish. Like, I feel like this is not my fault at this point.
And he
I
gets up.
commend him for his gonads to be like, hey,
To look
you,
me in the
you
face and
two
be like,
giant
"Shut up."
tiefling people, listen.
Yeah.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop baby whining and
And he reaches into his little tool bag, and he pulls out this metal canister that's flat. And it's got a little knob at the top, and he sets it down next to you. He goes, first, drink of that to get rid of the pain, because that does not look like it feels good. And then he reaches back in, and he pulls out a book,
this guy is
and it's called
really
Pride and
weird.
Prejudice, and he puts it down. He goes, and then you do some nice reading. And then he reaches back in, and he pulls out it's like this little pocket knife, and in his other hand is a chunk of a 2x4. He goes, and then you make something.
I make
Don't
something.
listen to him.
And then he looks at you and he goes, and don't you repair your own clothes? I.e., making something?
You don't know anything about us.
Yes, I do. I'm the one that comes in here and fixes everything while you're gone. I've literally watched your entire lives on this little ship through cameras 24/7. I know everything about you.
Are you finished with your repairs?
No, I'm not, because I still have to get everything out of here. And by the way, you can't kick me out again because, well, I am in charge of the maintenance of this place, and there is glass everywhere on this floor. And also, she's now mentally unstable. We call that a suicide watch in the military. You're looking not in your best mind. And when we declare suicide watch, somebody stays with them for 24/7.
I don't think we need you to stay.
Ah. And he snaps his fingers, and Annie appears and goes, yeah, ripping your horns off is definitely what we clarify as a suicide watch.
I was told that, other than the Lord Admiral, we have high command.
And Annie just goes, yeah, you have high command. But also, if you all would go check your data pads. And like, as she's saying that, the data pads just start blinking next to your all's beds. And it is the
moment.
Lord, yeah, and it is the Lord Admiral, just like ripping our own horns off, treating the staff that's trying to give you something nice like they don't exist mentally. Yeah, no, he's staying until you all have figured out how to think for yourselves and not hurt yourselves.
Can we not have a moment?
Well, we were going to give you a moment until somebody decided to actually mutilate themselves.
She needs a moment. She'll be fine.
Oh, no, not now. Not until she's actually psyche evaled. Because now she's going to go through the detox. We can't trust her not to go throw herself into the burner of a jet. You all wanted a moment to yourself. Maybe you should have kept her from just ripping stuff out of her head. If she wanted them removed in 4 days, she could have asked and we would have removed them.
Fine.
So yeah, the handyman's there until an actual psychiatrist gets there.
Fine.
As you
Don't you say that. And then he just winks out, and Annie's just like, also, once the psychiatrist gets here, he's going to bring you all up to the bridge because, well, you're all going to want to see it.
I'm ignoring everybody right
Is
now.
there a mission for us?
Don't.
Annie?
No,
Annie,
it's not a
don't.
mission. It's more of, we need to figure out what to do next. And you two are basically, well, you're above the normal commanders that the Lord Admiral asks advice for. So now you all are the ones that help him make decisions.
Annie. Please.
Well, bye.
That's a proper response. Well, yeah. I move the stuff that the maintenance guy gave her, and I continue to clean you up. And I'm like, don't. Just take your time right now. And breathe. I'm just going to continue cleaning you up, and I'm ignoring the maintenance guy.
The maintenance guy's just cleaning everything up off the floor and like putting it into like the trash can that you all never have to change. It just disappears down a hole.
Mm-hmm. Nobody needs to tell you what to do right now, Ripley.
I wish they would.
You can't trust them. Why do you want them to tell you what to do if you can't trust them? They've lied to you this whole time, and you want them to tell you what to do?
It's all I know.
I understand that. But you have to start thinking for yourself now. And the first thing to do is to trust those around you that haven't lied to you. I've not lied to you, Ripley. So you'll have to trust me. I have been and will continue to be. It's a part of my nature to be a supreme prick. But you have to at least trust me.
I always have. Faraday, you annoy the crag out of me.
That's fair.
There's been times I've wanted to strangle you. And it's because I've always admired you in your self-righteousness.
Apparently that's a part of our nature, is to be self-righteous. And they beat it and drugged it out of you. And I won't stand by to see you take rules and regulations from them anymore. At least have some pride in yourself. I don't know if you heard the part where they said we are part demigod, really.
I heard.
And nobody tells a god what to do.
I suppose I'm not on good terms with gods.
I don't think either of us are, but that doesn't matter right now. And I look over at the mainland sky, and look back at you, before you start taking orders, or any kind of suggestions from them. Try to figure it out for yourself.
Thank you, Faraday.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you have no reason to apologize. I don't think either one of us were really prepared for this. And once all the blood's cleaned up, I'm gonna take all the... I'm sure, because that's a lot of blood, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Take all those towels, plop them by the door.
I'm going to get in the shower.
All right.
And before, she would have just disrobed
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
But nope.
there's a lot of vulnerability going on for you right now.
Yeah, she just goes into the bathroom, doesn't even close the door or anything. She just heads back there, and you hear the water turn on.
I will stand by the door with the door. I will close the door and stand by the door.
The maintenance man, he's got all the the small stuff that'll fit into the trash can picked up, and he's like stacking bigger pieces on top of each other and like drags it to the door. The door opens and he like pushes it outside of the door and then steps back in, and he's just standing there by the door. He's just kind of like side eye, like he'll look at you, Faraday. Look straight ahead.
I'm just giving him a death glare the whole time, my arms crossed.
Look at you. Look straight ahead. He kind of goes, you know, this is the first opportunity that I've had to actually speak to you all after watching your entire lives on this ship to figure out how we needed to rebuild this room or make this room better suited to you all. And feel like I picked the worst day to be in here whenever you all were here.
I just stare at him. Not with as much venom, more just like contempt. But I just stare at him.
And he's just kind of like, that's still pretty cool that, you know, you're all only below the Lord Admiral now on the ship. That everybody else now takes their orders from you all as well.
Apparently not really.
Well, self-harm, whenever it comes down to I went to basic training with a guy that tried to kill himself, and he had to have a chaperone 24/7 for 2 months until they finally figured out that the only way to get him to stop trying to do that was if they just discharged him from the military. He hadn't even gone through basic training.
We're not normal soldiers.
No, you all are the soldiers that all the droppers want to be. They've all like there's two guys, and now he's full blown looking at you. He's like, there's two guys that are at engineering every day asking for mechanical tails. Two of them.
Really funny.
Another guy's welded on horns to his helmet.
That's kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie.
We had to take the helmet away because now he can't fit in a stupid drop pod.
That's really funny. That would honestly be me, I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, so, yeah, it's pretty legit. Because you got our actual special forces wanting to be you all.
Forgive me for missing the sentiment.
But no, I don't know what's happened to you all, but something's happened to make you all not think that's super dope.
Yeah. Usually when you're biomedically engineered freaks and then lie to your entire life, that will kind of jade you, I believe.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
My father used to tell me that we grew corn. But, turns out it was actually opium. And one day they came and took him away. Told me that, wasn't allowed to keep the farm because it was seized as government property. That they would have to destroy it all and then get the soil back to proper levels to be able to grow actual food. And that I'd get the farm back in a year. That was 32 years ago. Now the United Sphere just keeps on growing the same opium in the same field for their own medications. They still tell me I'll get the farm back whenever they're done. But
So then why do you continue to fight for them if they lie to you?
well, one, I needed a job because they kind of had the family farm. And two, about the only way to get off planet was to join them. And three, once I got on here, I kind of liked it better than, working the tractors and getting through the fields and having to deal with the logistics of shipping the corn. So really it was just because I got on here and I get to go to different planets. I get to, see cool things like you all.
And so it doesn't linger in your mind that they lied to you and took your
No, it
father
really,
away from
really
you?
still pisses me off. But at the same time, I make way more money doing this.
And so that matters more than your family or your pride.
Well, Dad went to jail. Mom told me I was on my own because she was only there for the money. And, yeah, haven't met a girl worth it since I've been in the Corps. But what I do like doing is I do like remodeling and making things. I think whenever I get out, I might open up an actual construction business.
I'm sorry, but I don't see how that equates to anything that we've been going through.
Well, it was more of trying to open up dialogue that they lied to me as well, like they lied to you, and maybe we could talk more deeply about it.
Yours seems very superficial and like you've already come to terms with it.
Oh, because I have. I've had 10 years to come to terms with it.
And you've chosen your path.
Yes.
Some of us, it's still very fresh. And it does include an entire civilization of people. So, you happen to be one of them. So you'll understand why you being here in the most vulnerable moment for us enrages me. Because
Yeah.
even in the moment when they told us, we still have to be under your thumb.
Well, I mean, once you're in until you're dead or out. I've still got, and he looks down at his little data pad, 10 years on my contract before I'm allowed to make my own decisions.
Or 5 minutes if he keeps talking.
And the bathroom door opens. She comes out.
Well, I'm standing right in the doorway, so I'm sure I don't hear the door open because I'm just talking to this guy.
She kind of bumps into you and, oh, I'm sorry. And she sounds a little bit better.
I will step aside.
And as she walks by, her clothes dripping, wet, soaked beyond belief,
Yeah.
she goes and just climbs into bed.
Oh, honey.
Just drenched because she didn't take her clothes off when she got in the shower. She just walked in.
Oh, sweetheart.
And as she's getting into bed, she's like, I'm sorry that you're seeing me this way. It's not my best moment.
It's all right. We'll just have to make sure that there's a better moment.
But I appreciate the help that you offered. But I'm going to lie down now.
All right, well,
Okay.
you've got until that psychiatrist guy gets here, because I think he's going to take you to the bridge.
Ripley, I think you need to change before you lie down.
That's all right. I just got...
You're soaking wet.
Oh.
Yeah, and the front of that shirt's probably soaked in blood, too.
Here, let me get you something. And I will go and get, I guess do we have sleep clothes? I'm assuming we have, like, pajamas or, like regulated sleepwear.
Yeah, there's a
loungewears.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
It says USSN Odin.
And it's, like,
And, like,
sweatpants.
you have the option between sweatpants that say the exact same thing on, like, the right pocket.
Or shorts.
Or shorts.
The sweat shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you the sweat shorts because I'm sure you're going to be warm. I hand them to you. I think you need to get changed. Darling, your shirt is completely wet.
Oh. I'm sorry. I need to do better. All right. And classic Ripley. Now she disrobes.
Uh-huh.
And
As soon as you start to
gets dressed.
disrobe, the maintenance guy just turns around and faces the door.
Good for him.
He still has, like, some respect.
Good for him. Faraday's seen you naked plenty of times.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, whatever. And I'd imagine it's as you're putting, like, you have the last piece of your clothing back on, there's a knock, like, from outside of the door. And the maintenance guy, he just goes, "Are you all decent?"
Come in.
And the door opens. The maintenance guy walks out. And then coming past him, it's this, like, looks like it's a guy in his 40s. He's got, like, caramely golden skin,
Ooh.
clean shaven, like, really nice hair off to the side. He's in, like, a tweed suit.
Can I be the patient?
He's got on these little glasses. And he doesn't have, like, the data pad on his arm like everybody else normally has. He's actually got a
Spelled that
clipboard
so wrong.
with paper on it. And he's got a
Spelled that
pen,
so wrong.
and there's like a satchel over his right arm. And he walks in, and
Do
you
I
just
beam myself into this universe?
and he just goes click click. All right, Faraday,
How do
Yep.
I?
Ripley. Yep. Does any of them need some type of medical treatment? Faraday, you good?
I'm fine.
All right. Ripley.
Tip-top shape, sir.
Does need medical
Lord.
attention. He reaches into the satchel and pulls out this, like, looks like a gold bond, like the shaker for the powder.
That's
Yeah.
really funny.
And he hands it to you, and he goes,
Oh,
"Pour that on the stumps. It'll stop the bleeding."
I'm fine.
I
No,
will
no.
take it from her, and I will do it. Actually, I pour it on my hand first to see what comes out. I don't trust these. I don't trust these people.
It's a white powder that comes out.
And it doesn't do anything to my hand.
No, Faraday, I'm
Doesn't do anything to my
fine.
hand?
I mean,
I'm
all the
fine.
moisture on your hand clumps it up.
Right, but it doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and it becomes, like, sticky
I
and
know it doesn't
tacky.
do anything to my hand.
Yeah.
But he's paranoid now. Last thing you need is a paranoid, homicidal man. But whatever. And then I'll put it on her.
All right. Bleeding stopped. All right, next question. Oh, yes. Would you like us to schedule surgery to remove them, or would you like them to grow back out to the normal?
Oh, no, they're fine. They're fine.
Ridley,
It was
We'll
just
need helmet augmentation through regrowth.
what do you want? Do you want them gone, or do you want to have them grow back?
No, they're fine.
They're fine to grow back, or they're fine to be removed?
To grow back.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
All right.
are part of me.
Well, I am Dr. Carlisle, the psychiatrist that has been sent to oversee your transition from not being medicated into compliance and into thinking freely for your own selves. And also, as part of that, stepping into your all's new roles, the Lord Admiral has asked me to come down here, assess your situation, and also bring you to the command deck, because he needs his advisors to work with him on what we do next. So if you all would, please follow me to the command deck, and I will just be standing off in the side and just jotting down what I see, so that way we can try to work on some programs of exploring your newfound feelings and working through those.
It's fine. Just give me a moment.
All right, and he flips the page over, clicks his pen.
And she goes.
What do you need, Ripley?
I'm fine. And she just trails off, and she heads over to her locker, opens it up, starts grabbing her armor and putting it on.
Are you sure you want to wear that right now?
It'll. Yes. Yes.
Are you wanting to wear it?
Needs to be
I
in
do.
armor to feel like
I've
it's in
always felt the
control.
most comfortable in it.
Well,
Does not like their own
it
skin.
makes you feel comfortable. Not the same thing for Faraday. He is wearing whatever he put on, whatever fatigues they have.
It would be the sweats.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
what he has.
And she looks at the helmet that has the horn, attachments for the room of her horns, and she just leaves the helmet on the table after she gets suited up. Sorry for the delay. We can go.
There's no need to apologize to him.
All right, if you all follow me, please. And while he's walking, he's still just writing on the piece of paper, and then he'll turn it over, write more, and then he'll just go, Faraday, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of today's events have made you mad?
I don't think there is a number that exists.
We're going to put that down as a 10. Ripley, same question to you.
I don't know.
We'll put that as a 10.
That's fair. That's a good psychiatrist right there.
What are you both looking forward to the most without having any foreign drugs in your system and having your brains actually work to their fullest extent?
Why are we talking about this right now?
Because I'm a psychiatrist.
I know what you are. Thank you very much for the clarification. I'm asking why we need to answer these questions right now.
You don't have to answer them right now, but you can at least be thinking about them. Because once we get to where we're going, you will both be involved on making the decision of what to do with this entire vessel and everybody in it. So to actually start doing some critical thinking before we get there may improve your all's actual processes of thinking. So, next up on the list. Would you all like your own rooms?
No.
No. I'm pretty sure they say that at the same time, even though they both thought about it.
Interesting. Don said he was open to the idea, only if you all wanted your own rooms. So I guess we will be keeping you all in the same spot. Would you like private bathrooms?
No.
No.
Private showers?
No.
She said that like she was really disappointed. No. No.
Why are you trying to separate us?
I'm not. We're just trying to figure out what you're
He's my
thinking will be.
brother. We will stay together. Do you hear?
All right. So they are staying together.
And you can tell her, because she has like the stabby tail,
Yeah.
and her tail is very almost like
Love
a
her.
stinger waiting to just impale somebody.
And he turns a
He
corner.
smiles a little bit about that. He's very proud of her.
He just turns the corner and goes, all right. For food situations, would you all like a chef, or would you
They
like
won't
the kitchenette
separate us.
rebuilt?
As he's talking,
Yeah.
they won't separate us. I'll make sure of it.
Would you like the kitchenette rebuilt? Would you like an extra room added, so that way you can have a full kitchen and maybe a dining room for everybody to eat together? Would you like cooking classes, or would you just like to have a
This
chef
is too
prepare
much
your
right
own?
now. Could you hold off for a while, at least? We don't even know how to process what's just happened, let alone be asked about domestic issues.
All right, then we'll start with this. If you were in charge of this entire vessel, and you had to figure out what you were going to do with it in its damaged state and refugees aboard, what planet would you first think of going to?
Why would you assume I would go onto a planet?
Because you can't have refugees on a warship
Probably not.
for the rest of the time. Also, the armor is severely damaged. Its Mac rounds are depleted.
You're right.
And I'm also asking this question because whenever we go through these doors, that's the exact question that you're going to be asked.
Well, that's probably not the best question to ask me at the moment, is it?
It's the only one that matters at this second.
I don't think you'd very well like my answer.
Well, you're supposed to give the answers that you actually think of. But if you don't want to tell me, and he just taps on the door and it opens up, you can tell them. And as you walk by, you can see whenever he, like, as he's writing down, he just goes,
Homicidal.
Faraday is having very hard time wanting to protect the human species now. We'll need to have touchy subject conversation on this topic.
Yeah. He said, you want me to protect... That's cute. You want me to protect him.
You all walk in and the entire place is vacated except for the doctor that follows you in, the Lord Admiral, and Annie. Like, you're all used to seeing Master Sergeant Bricks there. He's gone.
Yeah.
You're all used to seeing Lieutenant... already forgot what her name was. I think it's Clara. Or
It's
whatever.
been a while since we've seen
Yep.
her.
And I don't have my iPad up because I did not write this section down. It's just all been in my head. And also, you all are in such a little mood. What I wrote down wouldn't actually work.
Yeah, we are in a little mood right now.
Yeah. So,
Was it Lieutenant Sheila?
Sheila, because she's named after
Yes.
the tank from Red versus Blue.
That's,
I love hearing the reasons why DMs
legendary.
name things.
Yep.
It's good.
The tank's name was Sheila.
nice.
And if you have on the skull for the Covenant say like weird things, and I think it's Halo 3.
Oh, yeah.
if you're in the tank and you go past a grunt that's by himself, the grunt will go, Sheila?
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Gosh, Halo's so awesome.
But you all go in, and the Lord Admiral's looking at you all. He looks at the psychiatrist, and roll me a persuasion or a perception check.
And instinctually, she goes into her military stance, and it's like she doesn't even know that she's doing it.
17. I put my hand on your shoulder.
Perception, 11.
All right,
I put my hand on your shoulder. Ease
Rip.
up.
Ripley, you don't see it. You kind of see it, but whenever he looks at the psychiatrist behind you all, you can see it out of the corner of your eye. The psychiatrist is like, they're not okay.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm sure I see it when I put my hand on your shoulder to ease you up, and I just kind of see him being like,
Oh. And then she'll go to the at ease stance.
And the Lord Admiral's just like, he takes his little bifocals off,
oh, Dr. Phil.
rubs his face. He goes, Annie, take us up. And the whole command bridge just goes,
Dude. This ship is awesome.
yep.
Cool.
And it starts raising up, and it goes back up to the place you all are used to seeing it. And the windows are back, because whenever it goes to move up, all that shielding, like that was our armor that was on there, opens up, and it's just this giant shaft that you all can see all the way up. And there's one window that you can see out of where the plating has been melted to where you can see.
Cool.
And out directly in front of the ship is way off in the distance this star that's blue, and out of each side are these like jets of blue gas that are coming out of it and just reaching farther than what you all can see. And the Lord Admiral is looking at you all, and he goes, that's a bit of a problem. Annie's figured out where we are. And we are about 600 light years from where we left Colossus, which puts us at about 1,000 light years from Cyrus, which is the only place that has a shipyard outside of Earth big enough to repair this vessel. The problem is that star, for lack of a better term, is not so far away from what could potentially be a supernova. The jets that are coming off of it are producing very high levels of radiation, and they're messing with our warp drives. We have 3 options. Option number 1 I don't like, but if it's an option you all like and can convince me of it, we can do it. That option is sending out a distress call. The reason why I don't like that is because, as where I would normally believe the United Sphere would pick up on it, now I don't know who would pick up on it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Option 2 is we put the engines to full light and we travel directly away from the star until the radiation levels are low enough to be able to jump. Annie's estimates put us at 18 years of travel before that happens.
Oh my god. I want to know what happens if we choose that one, because I know we're probably not, but I want to know.
Well, I suspect we live a long time.
I'll figure it out.
That would be crazy. So in the 18 years you all are here. Well, I've had to reproduce. There are tons of refugees now. We're at max capacity.
It's a hive ship.
Yeah.
Option 3 is we jump back to either Earth or Colossus. Colossus, by normal jump times, would be 2.5 weeks. Earth would be 2 months. Those are the only two places that could handle the repairs on this ship. The problem is that if we jump from here, there is the possibility of anomalies in the jump. We used to think that jumping out of star systems like this got us to where we were going faster because the probes that we would send usually got there a week earlier than anticipated. But then sometimes the probes would just never appear. And sometimes they would appear 2 weeks after they were supposed to arrive.
Move your mic closer to you. There you go.
So we have a dilemma. We put out a distress call and hope our own people rescue us, or we slug out another battle in the middle of space. We spend 18 years trying to get to a place to normal jump, or we jump from here and either show up very quickly, show up very late, or never at all.
Permission.
Just say it, Ripley.
Annie, what do you propose?
Annie, she's looking out at the star. She goes, well, the refugees don't have 18 years. The ship doesn't have 18 years. So we do not have the supplies to be able to feed the extra number of people for that long. We also do not have the proper armaments to fight anything that comes. And if somebody comes out to rescue us, well, we're in the same predicament as now they're stuck here too. So our only option is jumping and hoping that we get lucky.
All right. I say we follow what Annie suggests.
You, Faraday, do you have a preference of where we go? Colossus is closer than Earth, but we have to choose one.
What are the pros and cons of either or?
The pros of going to Colossus is, if they have any new technology for upgraded weapons or improvements on armor, that's where we're going to find it. The cons are, I'm sorry, Cyrus. Gotta go Cyrus, not
Well.
Colossus. The cons is that we'd be going back to where you were trained and where you came from. I guess one of the pros could be is that if there's time, we could take you to see the ruins where we discovered the old species and what the Fodu are looking for.
I don't care what they're looking for. I want them dead.
Well, there could be answers on how to do that very quickly. If the way that they've talked about their own relics or anything like the relics that we have found. Now going to Earth, the pros would be is that you all would get to see where humanity came from. The actual cradle of our species. The cons would be is that the only thing they could do is just repair the ship. You wouldn't be able to see if there's any new armor upgrades. But I guess a con and a pro, depending on how you look at it, is that the entire government of the United Spear would try to come find you all and talk to you and pick through your minds to figure out how they can ascend to your level of existence. Because we've never taken a night to where the United Sphere government is. Because they are a little too obsessed with the knights. In a very unhealthy way that we are actually afraid that they would do something to you all.
What are you thinking, Ripley?
The livelihood of the civilians on board is the top priority. So going to Cyrus would be the best option. Earth is just a bit too far out of reach. We need to get these people somewhere safe, quick, and that's our best option. We can't do a distress call.
And you, Faraday?
While I don't share the same sentiment of the civilians, it would be important to see if there are any upgrades.
So we're going to Cyrus.
So it would seem.
And he reaches over to the little control pad that's next to him. He does tap, 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 tap. And the whole ship starts to shift. And he gets on the speaker system for the entire ship. She goes, please prepare yourselves for an immediate launch into hyperspace. Please buckle up and enjoy the rides. This is either going to be very quick or very long. And as you all can hear the slip space drive humming, and then it gets to the point where you all normally know it goes
It turns over.
it turns
Yeah.
over and you all go, but it gets louder and louder, and you all start to see this blue crackling that matches the star, kind of coming across the ship, and where the little rip in
Yep, I don't have that.
space would open up in front of you.
Yeah.
It opens up really fast, and the outskirts of it have this blue electricity, and it just sucks you all in. And as soon as it sucks you all in, you all kind of stumble a little bit, backwards.
I'd grab onto you.
Yep.
And then there's a split second of you all see the normal slip space colors and everything. And then you all are violently thrown forward.
Well, you're still just fine, but I'm holding on to you.
Yes.
Actually, probably when we're flung forward, I wrap my other arm around you so that I'm just
Yeah.
pushed
And
against you.
Yes, I will hold on to you.
Yes,
I'm
so-
glad I'm magnetized.
Yeah, and the Lord Admiral just goes whee! Rolling across the floor.
I try to catch him, but probably from how we were standing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
it's
was
probably
no-
too far away.
Yeah.
And
Haha, stupid loser.
you all can see that just like that, you all are now staring from orbit at Cyrus.
Cool.
And then warnings start going off everywhere from the control panels. And people start rushing in, they're all stumbling in from the different doors, and they get back to their stations checking things. And the Lord Admiral gets up and he goes, I don't know what that was, but if we got here as fast as I think we did, I'll get raises. And he gets up to his thing and he goes, all right.
We need a status report. What is the date?
And he just presses this giant red flashing button that's on there, and up in front of him comes up, and there's this old woman on the screen. She goes, USS in Odin? We don't have any logs of you coming in.
No, honey, we're here via vacation.
And the Lord Admiral goes, well, we weren't within range to send any. Why, and who exactly am I speaking to? She goes, it's Governor Charnice. He goes, there is no Governor Charnice. She goes, I've been governor for the last 10 years.
Whoa.
He goes, what happened to Governor Bland? She just kind of looks at him. He goes, wait a minute, who are you? He just looks up and goes, I'm Lord Admiral Losk, and she goes, so this is the first USS Odin.
What do you mean the first?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And one of the little guys off to the side that's at his little cubicle, he turns around, he's going, Admiral.
Speak up.
Lord Admiral?
Just
What?
say it.
We've been in slip space for 12 years.
We've been in slip space. Oh my god.
Governor Chardonnise, we need to dock immediately. Our ship is badly damaged. We have thousands of innocents on board. We need refuge and repairs now.
And she goes, you want to put more refugees on this planet? I'm already at capacity. I've got 6 other colonies here.
Why?
Because we've lost 14 already.
So the war's not going well.
Oh, no. No. And she's just laughing, and like you can tell like her pupils are like the size of her eyes. Like she's on something to be like dealing with everything.
Yeah.
And like you're all looking at Cyrus, and then you're all starting to realize that there's a bunch of stuff moving, and the space traffic there's so much of it that from the distance that you all are at, like you all came in by the moon, you all can see it moving
Wow.
across and there's like 6 different space elevator platforms you all can see on one side of the planet.
Dang.
Yeah. And she just kind of laughs. She goes, well, first, we've got to put you all in quarantine because, well, nobody's seen or heard from you all in over a decade. 2, we've got to figure out who the actual Lord Admiral of the United Spheres Navy is because we had to replace you because you just disappeared. And she goes, and also, we've got to, well, we'll talk about it later. But if you all just go to the shipyard at the moon. Yes, I know you all wouldn't have known about that, but we built a second shipyard
Well, it has been
at the
12
moon
years, so.
that you all are by. So if you could go there, dock. There is a holding facility down below that should be able to accommodate about 20,000 people. A lot of ships that are coming in that are very damaged, and it's usually where we put them and we get everybody acclimated, do their health screens, and then figure out where to send them. Normally we were sending them to other planets by now. But it is a good holding facility with medical doctors that can take care of everybody. And then I will come up there and meet you all shortly.
Excuse me.
And then she winks off. And the Lord Admiral's just like, looks back at you two. Well, we officially have no idea what's going on. At all.
Well, we apparently didn't know what was going on anyway, so now you're in our shoes.
Yeah, it feels like a really big slap in the face.
Doesn't it?
Oh, it does. But what I want to know is who is impersonating me and who's impersonating our ship now.
Oh, I think I have a few ideas.
Well, then who's impersonating our ship?
Probably the people that we're fighting against.
No, I think what's happened is that they just built another one to replace the one that went missing. And there's just another USS Odin out there. with some guy probably named Lord Admiral Carroll or
You told
something.
me to give you a guess. I gave you a guess.
Yours would be interesting, but knowing the Navy, they just built this exact ship whenever we went missing and launched it with the exact same name and said, "Here you go. We need another flagship."
And hid everything from everyone. That does seem to be what you people like to do.
No. They probably logged that we were missing.
Who knows?
It doesn't matter now. None of it matters now.
No, but hopefully they've got some fancy new tech. Maybe we can get you all some upgrades on your armor and upgrade this ship. We can get the refugees off. And then whenever everything's fixed, well, sounds like we've been losing this war. So maybe we can take some fight to them.
With pleasure, sir.
Good. Faraday, how do you feel about maybe finding some equipment upgrades? I bet they've had a lot more time to go through all that alien tech and make something cool.
I have a couple of ideas if they don't.
And like the whole time that he's been talking to you all, like the ship's been moving to face this moon. Like you all can see the orbital dock where other ships are being put together. You can kind of see down on the surface there's like this giant habitat structure where you assume all these people are like living at. And there's like a little space elevator that goes out, not as big as the one on the planet. But then further out from that, there is this giant hole in the moon.
Oh.
And in the center of that hole, there is this like pyramid-shaped structure that looks to be about as big as the USS in Odin. And it's got like markings going down the corners of it. And it looks like it's made out of some sort of metallic, and it is a shining silver and purple. And you all figure out pretty quickly that that's like the temples and stuff that elf was talking about is one of those. And you can see ships like coming out from underneath of it. Like there's little structures at the bottom of it where it looks like people are like doing research, and pieces are being flown from out of the crater up to the shipyard and then being attached to ships directly. You can see the like one side of this ship is like of the pyramid is like there's pieces of it laying out and held up by structures where it looks like if somebody just kind of like took it apart and did an exploded view, but it looks like it could all just go back together. And these ships are flying out from that corner where it's taken apart up and having things installed on the ships that they are building.
Interesting.
So now you all have seen where they found the DNA to give to you all. You're all heading right for it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Add insult to injury. We haven't even had literally an hour to process any of this before they were like, hey, start making decisions. Oh, we've been gone for 12 years. Now we're going directly to where we found all of your DNA. Also, process it like normal.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be mad about that, or homicidal, or genocidal in any shape, form, or fashion. That's wrong.
Yep. And the Lord Admiral's just looking out the window and goes, great. Absolutely great. Turns back around and looks at you two. Well, I guess go do what you want until we have a description of what new stuff there is to get. At this point, I don't even know if I even have authority to make changes to this ship anymore like I used to. So, and also, I don't even know if we've all been listed as dead. And then we don't exist anymore, so we've got to get that figured out too. So sit tight until me and Annie figure that out. And I guarantee we're going to have some questions about how we can go missing for 12 years and then show up like nothing ever happened.
Yes, you all are good at explaining things away.
That we are good at. And not for the right reasons, but we are good at it. And it's about that time that the door opens up and Don walks in. He goes, "Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything?"
It's only been 12 years that we've been gone. But nothing really, no.
He just stops and looks at you. And then looks at, like, the regular naval officer that's right, like, within arm's reach. He just grabs him and picks him up and goes, "Has it been 12 years?" And this guy's just like,
Yeah, poor guy.
uh-huh. And he just puts him right back down into his seat.
Oh, but don't worry. They're coming up with an idea of how it will make sense to everyone. And in the meantime, we might be able to get new tech for it. Should cover some of the boo-boos that we get from it, I suppose.
I'm going to go to the cafeteria. And I'm going to get dinner. And he just turns around and then turns back around and looks at you two and goes, "If you feel like eating, that's where I'll be. I'll save you all a spot." And then turns back around again and walks out.
Do you feel like eating, Ripley?
No.
I didn't think so. We'll be in our quarters.
And the Lord Admiral he's still staring out the window at the giant pyramid ship. He just raises his pipe up and goes back to smoking it. And
I will
and
help
Annie,
turn you around.
Annie
And
like
yeah.
flips her hair back, looks at you all, and just goes, "Bye."
Ripley is trembling with rage.
Yeah.
She is furious. And yeah, when Faraday said we are going back, does the psych doctor follow us?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, he was not who I was talking about.
yeah. No,
I don't refer to
the psych
humans.
doctor, like, he's not saying anything now, but he's still like writing down everything that you all are doing.
No, as soon as I hear him following, I turn. We are going back to our room.
And he goes,
I think your watch
he's-
might be a little out of date.
yeah, he's
now.
looking at his watch. He goes,
Perhaps you might need time to process your loss. We'll give you space.
"My loss."
Of time.
It doesn't matter. Everybody I ever knew was on one of those elevators that fell from orbit.
And yet you're here evaluating our psyche.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how that goes. It's also because, well, I want to give it to you straight. The only way that I had somewhere to stay was if I resumed my doctoral duties on the ship. Because all the regular areas were taken already by refugees. So they assigned me to you all. And, I'm going to be honest with you. It's the less crowded part on the ship is where you all are. So yeah, no, I'm just going to keep on following you all because my room's on the other side of the hangar with the people that work in the hangar. But technically it's been way more than 24 hours, so I don't actually have to evaluate you all. And if you all like actually look down at his piece of paper, there was like notes from whenever you all were talking to the Lord Admiral. And then after he found out it's been 12 years, he's been like just writing down, do I still have a license? Am I a doctor? What does this mean? Do I have a gravestone? How do I deal with this?
So then I think it might be a good idea for you to stay here.
No, I'm going to go back to where all my stuff is, which is the same route as you all.
You can get that later.
No.
Unless you would prefer.
All right.
Yeah.
He just, yeah.
Yeah, she grabs him and just clocks him straight in the forehead.
Yeah, I figured she was about to...
Full bore.
I felt like she was about to lose it a little.
And as soon as you do that, all the lights go red.
And let's just walk back. I'm just going to
Yeah.
walk back. I'm just going to turn you back around, and we're just going to walk back to her.
You all start walking back, and you all get to the four section, like a four-way intersection. And as soon as you both walk into the middle of it, giant metal plates come down and just and trap you all right there.
Annie, don't you believe this is a little ridiculous, darling?
Well, she assaulted a civilian that was trying to go back to his assigned residence.
Is there not a single moment of leeway? He wouldn't leave us alone, Annie.
No, he was going to the same path back to his area, where he lives. It's called being a human, of going back to their areas, where they live.
I guess I wouldn't know that now, would I?
No, but you will start to feel some of that.
Oh, I'm feeling it, Annie.
Look, you all are either going to have to learn to play nice with the other people on this ship, or you all will have to be confined again and only brought out whenever it's time to kill something.
I've played nice.
And Annie just pops right up in front of you, and like she's eye to eye with you. And she goes, we're not sure if medical teams are going to get to him in time. The pulses that we are picking up from our sensors indicate he's having 3 beats a minute.
What a shame.
She looks over at you. It's one thing to kill the enemies. It's another thing to kill somebody trying to go home.
Sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference. We're not programmed like you are.
And she just kind of looks at you and goes, well then. And one door slides down, because if you would like to see the programming, walk. And she just puts her hands out towards the one door that's open. She goes, and if you don't want to walk, you all can stay right here.
What would you like to do, Ripley?
I just wanna fight. Just point me at them and let me loose.
A break would be nice. A moment to at least settle things would be nice. That's all we're asking, and we can't even get that from you.
No, you can't. You all were about to have it. You all would have just let the guy follow you back to your rooms.
We didn't want that.
No, but also, the military cannot assault civilians.
Well, keep
I'm
pressing
sorry.
buttons. Keep pressing buttons, and this is what happens.
And she rolls her shoulders. She goes, "Are you going to go to what I want to show you all? Or are you going to stay here?"
I will go on a walk. That'll help.
Fine. I guess we'll go. I feel like this is going the opposite of how Patrick wanted it to go.
You all are...
We're doing great.
Now you know what it's like to have Tyrell as a part of
see
your
this?
party.
It says all my notes on it. I closed it after the first 45 minutes of today.
It's what it's like to have Tyrell as a part of the party. Every time I had something planned, Tyrell was like, "God, what do I do?" And I was like, "What?"
God bless you,
Yeah.
Tyrell.
But now you are getting to something that I actually had written down, but now it's going to have to play out very differently.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, we punch civilians in the face as military personnel.
Lord, listen, when you keep pushing and keep pushing these galactic monsters that you enhanced, they're gonna blow up at some point. Nobody's given them a single moment to process anything. So yeah, we're gonna go off a little. They're lucky that all that happened was that guy got punched.
Yeah, he's probably going to die.
Oh well. That's one casualty.
The one guy had actually written to try to help you all through this.
Yep.
I mean, you can only do so much.
Can only do so much. Anyways, you all
I didn't do it though.
walk
It wasn't me that did it.
for a solid 5 hours.
Oh. That's good enough time to kind of
She
calm down.
just keeps on, like, it feels like she's leading you all in circles. Because she is.
Well, you know, that's a good enough. That's all he wanted was just time with
Yeah.
nobody else around to decompress.
Yep.
So that's great. That's exactly what he wanted.
Then after 5 hours of walking aimlessly and not seeing anybody else but yourselves and the hologram of Annie,
That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what he needed to calm down.
you come to a very tiny, tiny elevator. And she stops and she goes, "Unfortunately, the elevator will only hold one of you at a time. There is a small room at the bottom before we get to the main area that I'm trying to show you. Who wants to go down first and wait for the other one at the bottom?"
Do you feel comfortable being separated?
It's fine. Thank you, Annie, for the walk. That's helped. Yes, I'll go down first, if that's okay.
If that's what you're comfortable with,
And the door slides open.
be my
You-
guest.
You get in,
Yeah.
and 45 seconds later, the door's open. Yep, there's just, it's very, like, there's no ornamentation.
No,
It's
yeah.
just nice, polished metal floor and walls, ceiling with, like, little lights. There's, like, 4 little chairs, and that's
Well,
it.
there's actually chairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
The door closes, comes back up, door's open for you.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep. And
You know.
it opens up and you all walk out. And Annie appears in front of the door on the other side. She goes, "Now for the next part, you will need to remove your armor.
Oh. Okay.
You can set it in the chairs here. Nobody else will be coming down."
While she's taking it off, Annie, is he dead?
"No, but he is in a coma."
It's all right, Ripley.
It's not all right.
You can't be expected of much
It's
else.
not all right, Faraday.
But
I'm
on the bright
supposed
side,
to protect people.
You were pushed very hard, Ripley. You can only do so much.
and I should be able to take it. That's
You do realize that the only reason why you took it the first time so well is because you were drugged too. You know that, right?
don't know anything anymore.
I think it's pretty obvious. You were so compliant, not because you wanted to be compliant, but because they wanted you to be compliant. You can't blame yourself.
Who else can I blame?
Blame
I'm
the,
responsible for me.
blame the ones who did this to you. You could have chosen for yourself at some point, before all of this, and then you wouldn't have this identity crisis, would you?
Guess we'll never know. We're here now, and I'm failing.
You're not failing. Annie, where did you want to take us?
And the doors behind her hologram open, and it's one of those like clean rooms where you go in and you get
scrubbed
sprayed.
down.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you go into another room, and there's these little suits that you have to put on. The hazmat
is
suits.
she like... Hold on, I'm not going to ruin it. Sorry, go ahead.
So you all, there is some sizes that you all can.
Oh, I think
Fit
he's
in.
been talking out of turn this whole time, and he's going to feel like such a dick, dude. Oh, boy. Okay. All right, no, I'll put the suit on. Oh, wait, are these suits big enough for us?
They're a little tight.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yikes.
they're a little tight.
Sure, we have to bend down a little bit for them not to snap them right out.
Yep. And then those doors open, and you walk into a room that.
Boy.
Have you all ever seen a server room?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's just rows
it's really
of
cool.
computer servers, and there's a glass floor. And underneath of that glass floor is there's like this little, what looks like a small like nuclear fusion reactor. And she goes, "That below us is my dedicated power source. Its only existence on this ship is to run my functioning. These rows of servers are what helped me think in the fast enough paces in different areas that I need to all at once." And she continues walking you all through. You know, there's different lights on each one, like different ones labeled like math equations, and other ones like there's another section labeled navigation, you know, combat, and there's different areas, subsections for different things. And they've all got wiring that goes up into the ceiling. And as you're all walking through, you get to the other end, and it's like you all walked for 25 minutes
Yeah,
through
it's
this.
huge.
Yep.
Oh,
Massive.
yeah.
This is
It
the
would-
world computer.
Yeah, this is just to run Annie.
Yep.
And then she comes up to another door, and it opens, and she goes, "And this is where the rest of the thinking goes." And whenever you all walk in, there is a tank with Anne Brain in it, with different things hooked up to each lobe. And each lobe is, labeled of which processing it does.
This is really just not making Faraday any less radicalized. I don't know.
And Annie's standing there next to the tank. She goes, "This is my brain."
When you mean your brain, Annie, what do you mean?
This is the brain where all of my thoughts start from, that then go out to those servers. This was the brain that I had in life.
You were a human?
I was. And then she points behind you all, and whenever you all turn around from where the doors were, there is photos of Annie as a teenager
Gosh.
with the Lord Admiral Louse.
Oh my god. Duh. Alright, he feels like a supreme dick right now.
And there is like cards that say like, "Happy birthday, Grandpa. It's been so nice spending the weekend with you."
This is a Gerald Robotnik and Maria situation, and it hits right into the heart of me.
Your shadow.
I know, my God! He hesitates for a minute, but then he walks up to all of the pictures and the cards. And you were a human at one point?
I was until the accident.
What accident?
Well, my father was showing me one of the new Pelicans that he was working on. He was trying to design some new thrusters that would make them a little more fuel efficient and quieter. And we got out over the ocean and we went to land on one of the little drones that was out there that we would routinely go out and test landings on. And we were about 100 foot up whenever one of the engines failed. And when we hit, my father was killed instantly, and I was thrown into the water. Luckily, there was people on this particular vessel that were taking some thermal imaging and sound samples from the new engines, and they were able to get me out, but I had already suffered too many injuries to my spinal cord and was in a coma. I had just turned 18 and became a legal adult.
That's awful.
And I had signed up to be an organ donor and to dedicate any organs that were not needed for a transfer to science. I had just gotten a scholarship to study artificial intelligence at one of the universities back on Earth. I believe people used to call it Oxford. And
I hate those schools, but good for her.
whenever they declared me brain dead, they harvested all the organs except for my brain, since you can't really stick a brain in somebody else. But they did take my brain for science, as I had said that they could use any unused parts of my body for. When they found out whose brain that had been dedicated, they got permission from my mother if they could use it for an experimental AI system, since that's what I was going to be studying. And this is the result. Once they had me working, they decided that it would be the best thing for me and my ailing grandfather if we were on the same ship together.
Ripley picks up one of the pictures and looks at it.
And she looks exactly like her hologram.
Annie, you were beautiful.
I still am. And she's like
Fair.
standing in front of the tank, and where the brain floats, it's like in line with her head. She's like, I still am. But the difference is that you two are treating people like absolute crap. When really, somewhere deep down inside of you is something, and she turns around and taps on the glass, that looks an awful lot like this. And the point is that you all now have no artificial inhibitors to get in the way of all of your thoughts, which means you all have to learn how to do it. So whenever you think about punching somebody in the face because you're irritated, just think, they'll either be fine, or you'll kill them, or they'll end up like this, attached to a ship, being a hologram that can't feel anything with their own skin.
You make it sound so easy.
But it's not. It took me 18 years to master. And even then, I don't think I was as mastered as my grandfather is.
And even then, you still don't know what it's like to be us.
No.
Nobody here does but us.
But out of anybody on this ship, I'm going to be the one that could get the closest to feeling as you all do. So I'm the
So-
only one with the power to actually analyze the scans of your brains and figure out how they may operate.
So then why aren't we given at least a little bit of leeway, some grace, in the tiniest measure? We don't have memories like these, Annie. And yet you say we're human. We're not human.
No,
We're
you're a
not
hybrid.
And we're not these demigods they keep talking about.
We're not even hybrids, Annie.
No,
We
technically,
came out of tubes.
scientifically, you are hybrids. They say that you don't have a mother and a father because, well, the normal act of producing a child was not done. You have a donor from a woman and a man, as you have a donor from a woman and a man.
Which is
Of
all well and
course.
good, but we still don't have human experiences. We don't have these memories like you do.
You do have some human experiences. Humans from the dawn of time has always fought and died and cared for those around them, formed brotherhoods as you all have.
Right.
You all eat. You all feel hunger. You feel the need to clean yourself. You feel whenever you're dirty. You feel the need for sleep. You dream. You've had to learn to take orders. You've had to learn to do your own thinking. You've had to learn when it is the appropriate time to say snarky comments to those in authority over you to make it to where there's no punishments.
He has gotten really good at that. He skirts that line so well. We're like, it's not insubordinate, but
All of those are things that every single human goes through.
I didn't want to hit him.
No,
I didn't.
you didn't. But the man was also about to have a psychotic break.
and so we're supposed to give him grace, but there is none for us.
Grace is a two-way street.
I
Those give you grace, you give them grace. That man was about to have a psychotic break and did have a psychotic break. Then we would have walled him off from you, like we did to keep you where you were after you punched him.
Well, I guess we are two broken peas in a terrible pod.
No, this entire ship is a broken pea in a pod. And videos like holograms start coming up from all different areas of the ship. And like where the civilians are, there's just people are trampling over each other, screaming, like people ripping out their own hair.
Animals.
By this time they've docked, so they're all trampling over each other to get off of the ship. They switch to where the Marines are, and like dudes are just drinking, like you can see it's just straight bottles of alcohol. Guys are fighting. There's other dudes that are just on the treadmill, like passing out from exhaustion because they don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
It cuts to where the droppers are, and they're all just sitting in a circle in chairs, and there is one revolver between all of them, and they're all just staring at it.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
Annie
about right,
just
yeah.
looks at you both and goes, "Everybody on this vessel is currently broken. We've lost 12 years of our lives. We found out that what was just one planetary invasion is now us losing several colonies that we still don't know the exact amount. Whoever's running this planet is on some type of drugs, as you could tell from looking at her. And I don't know if you all got a close look at the planet like my sensors did, but there's cities that used to not be there that hold trillions of people now. Nothing is going good. And at this point in time, you two seem to be handling it better than most of the people on this vessel.
That's a scary thought.
It is a scary thought. But what's going to happen now is I'm going to escort you back to your rooms. Don will be there by now. He has requested for a nice dinner to be served in the hangar. For the three of you and those who directly work in your area. Steak and lobster will be served. He figured missing 12 years of your life deserves at least a nice feast to make up with it. What he would like you all to do is to get to know the people that will be working directly under you. Get to know your pilots, those who take care of your arms, those who repair your armor, those who make your capes, and those that fix everything you break. And then from there, we will figure out what we do now, since it's been so long. And if you all need a place to get away, tell me, and you can come back here with me.
I would like that.
And we've officially broken her. Faraday?
I'm sorry. But do you know what this means, Annie?
What?
We've seen each other naked.
And Annie looks back where it's like just her brain. She goes, it's not the same thing.
Oh, come now. That's a little funny.
She's just looking at you like, you put up with this.
I clearly have my own flaws.
Well,
Thank you, Annie. Sincerely, thank you for all of this. For being with us throughout, well, everything.
you're welcome.
Well, one after the other, I suppose. Ladies first.
Thank you.
And after you leave, I let the door shut. Annie, I apologize for how I've spoken to you.
It's okay. But for future reference, if you ever run into the other AIs that operate at the same caliber that I do, remember, they still have processors. But their code is still controlled by their old selves.
Yeah, I understand.
Because unfortunately, every ship has one of me.
Thank you, Annie.
You're welcome.
And then I'll turn around and walk out. Take one of the pictures, put it in my pocket. My little gym pants pocket.
And you just hear her call out, "Good luck. The Lord Admiral brought those down here from his private stash."
He doesn't. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It was one of him and Annie. Some of us just need little
Messing with
reminders.
the Admiral stuff.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Annie, can you redirect me before directing me back to our quarters?
Where do you need to go?
Those men at the table.
Those men at the table.
I need to have a word with them and what they're contemplating with that gun.
Oh. So it's about a 2-hour walk. And then you open up to a room where there is, like in the photo, there was like 20 of these guys sitting around from each other. There is now 6 of them there,
Ooh, yikes.
and the other ones are like snoring on the ground. And one of them has this revolver like in his mouth, and he's just going, and you can smell nothing but like straight alcohol.
Yep.
And these guys have been playing Russian roulette with the revolver that shoots vodka. That is how they are dealing with this.
Hate this guy.
She definitely gets a big sigh of relief.
Then they're all like looking at you, and you can see one person like in the circle has on their helmet with the horns that they welded on. and
That
he's
guy's
just
adorable.
like,
Wow.
I come in.
What a nerd.
Gentlemen, I'm glad that you all are okay.
they all get up, and 4 of them just fall right over.
Yeah.
I reach over, grab the vodka gun.
Yeah.
And one of the guys is like, oh.
No, this is not the time for that. The people need heroes. It's what we were made to
She's
be.
telling this to literally a bunch of blackout drunk
Okay.
dudes.
Sometimes the truth will sober you up.
And we need to be better. Not for ourselves, but for them.
And I think Ripley needs this right now.
Ripley needs this, and none of them are going to remember
No.
it.
Nope, she's doing it for her. It's okay.
So, enjoy this for now. And she drops the crumpled onto the table. Tomorrow, we get down to business. Do you all understand? I know you will have forgotten by tomorrow, but I will promptly remind you. I guarantee it.
I bet there are like pin-up drawings of you.
Oh, yeah. No,
In their
there's one that's
quarters.
very good, and it is a very, very lifelike drawing of when you came out of the med bay.
Man, that guy got to that fast. He did have technically 12 years, I
Nice.
guess. Yeah, you're like the pin-up poster child now.
And the only thing that you have on is like the makeshift skirt. That is it.
Yep.
But there is some additions, like you've got earrings
Yep.
in one of your ears, and
I'm
there's
sure you've
like
got makeup on.
there's like drill holes through one of your horns with like a gold chain loop through it,
yeah.
and like going down to your ear, and like
It's a
you've got
man's-
some piercings other places.
It's a man's
Yeah.
it's a man's pin-up drawing
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
You have makeup
To-
on. You
to
look really
the-
pretty.
and it's over top of like
Mm-hmm.
one dude's bed,
Yeah.
and he's like pass out drunk, like snoring underneath of it,
sure you're in a very provocative position.
and it looks a
Yeah.
little crusty on the corner.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is military,
She
man.
knows.
Yeah, that's true.
She knows men do
You were
men
told the
things.
droppers were like that. We want to be that.
And so then she will look at the soberest amongst them and say, if you impress me, you will get to see the real thing.
Yeah, girl.
You see the guy's eyes get really big. He goes,
That's how you do it.
"Ooh," goes to
That's
take a
how
step
you use
forward
it.
and trips over somebody, and he goes onto a chair, and you see his eyes just roll into the back of his head, and he just
That guy's dead.
and he's snoring.
Yeah, they will not remember that. In fact, he will remember that. Nobody else will, and they'll say he's crazy, and that's even better.
Yep.
Yep. I will roll him over to like the recovery position just to be on the safe
So he
side.
doesn't choke on his tongue.
Yep.
And then I will head out.
That's funny.
It's what she would have done.
When you both get back to the knight's area, you can smell steak and lobster and baked potatoes. You can hear people talking, and Don's like recounting war stories at the head of a table with all of your all's like staff.
Don is like, if we are Primarchs, he is Gilliman.
Yes. That is also where we are ending as you all walk in, and he's one foot, and he's in his armor. One foot's on his chair. The other foot's up on the table, and he's holding like a tomahawk steak that's half eaten.
That seems a little bit more like Lehman.
And yelling about how they like blew up this fat bomb factory.
Okay, so yeah, he's a little bit more like Lehman. Never mind.
Yeah.
Gilliman wouldn't do that.
So that is where we will leave off for today.
All right. Nice.
It's good.
That was good.
That was good.
This was also good. We are just awesome.
I do quite enjoy us, yes. If nobody else, Nick has, I realize I've been very focused on other things incorrectly for this, and if Nick has really helped me focus back in on it, and if nobody enjoys us, at least we enjoy us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really all that matters. This is really all just like documentation for us.
Yeah, if you don't have the self-worth, the audience won't pick up on that.
Correct.
And yeah.
So as long as we enjoy us, that's what matters.
I'm glad you all did enjoy that, because I had to throw everything away for this session because of,
That's how it goes.
You're welcome.
And
Yeah,
guess what?
That's how it goes.
The next one, I've had to throw all that out too now.
Yep, that's how it goes. Uh-huh. Do you know how many of those I did? Yeah. I had a specific list of things from, I think it was like 24 to 30 that I was going to do, just so I had my timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that was pretty much messed up halfway through.
Yeah. But when we first started this whole thing,
Yeah.
you said that you were like the forever DM with your group.
Yeah.
How do you not know this?
Because we started like 4 different campaigns and never got through any of them.
There you go. Yeah. That would do it.
Because of work, I think my Friday night one, I think it's going to die because
Well,
they keep changing my schedule.
but anyway.
But
Yeah.
thank you all for joining in. Be sure to
Yes.
like, comment, share, subscribe.
Do all the good stuff.
Yeah, do the social media thing you know how to do.
And if you don't, like I said, we still enjoy us. So who cares?
But if you do enjoy us, that merch is on Redbubble. You can talk to us and see some cool things on Discord.
Discord.
Discord. Whip, whip, whip.
That TikTok do be hopping.
TikTok is pretty great. We also
Yeah.
have those great YouTube shorts too.
Mm-hmm.
But without further ado,
Jonas, what should we remember?
You should always remember that
Freedom always
crits.
go to church.
Bye.
Bye.